Fizzle.
This is Dane. We've been making music together for a few years now, but the thing is, he lives all the way in New Jersey, and I am in California. I think a lot of people forget that you can make music from anywhere without having to ever see each other. And so Dane and I do our sessions together completely virtually. With producing any song, I think it's really important to understand what the artist wrote it about.
To me, it is about a relationship fizzling out. Also, that I love fizzly drinks. I love any sparkling drinks. Sometimes I'll write random ideas in my notes app.
Yeah.
A line or a word or something. So I was like, I need some inspiration. Like, did I write anything in my notes? So I was just like scrolling through and I saw this one. It was like, I knew I wrote Fizzle. Basically gave me the idea. When I can write a whole song in one night, that's how I know I feel like I have a good feeling about it.
Our first session is always about figuring out the foundation of the song, figuring out the chord progression, figuring out the structure, and just getting a general vibe going.
I just wanna drink my sparkling tea.
You could do some drums here, maybe?
Yeah, I'm feeling that it could definitely be like faster, obviously.
Yeah, this might be a good spot to change the feel a little. This is where we left the song after our first Zoom.
When I hear that fizzling, the only kind I need is the drink that's in my hand and not the rebound of your dreams.
It's a very general production draft, but it's enough for Dane to take that and go record his scratch vocals to it. Hi! It's the second day of working on Dane's song. Here we are just adding some more foundational elements to the track. That way it's not just the acoustic guitar, it's starting to have a little bit more personality. We also decided that we needed a tempo change in this song, so halfway through we do a pretty significant speed up, so we locked that in, and now since we felt confident about the structure and the tempo, Dane was able to go record a new scratch vocal, and I was able to go record some actual guitars that were going to stay in the song. Okay, truthfully I'm very locked in right now recording these guitars, so I didn't want to set up the whole camera, so I just wanted to pop the phone up so I could. This left us in a really good spot for our next session because all the foundational elements were locked, which means we really get to start adding that fun stuff that makes a song unique.
Hi, I don't know what's going on. It said AI companion or something, and it was...
One of my favorite parts of working on any song is getting to add ear candy. This stuff is the stuff that I really love it. I love it. It's so fun. But after that, I sent Dane on his way to start recording background vocals. One thing about Dane is he is a harmony king. So I actually have Dane do all the harmonies and background vocals before we do the final lead vocal, just because the background vocals in his songs are that big a part of the production.
When I hear that fizzling, the only kind I need. When I hear that fizzling, the only kind I need.
That'll be it, but I'll probably do it better.
New angle just dropped. What do we think? I don't know if I like it. Doesn't matter. I'm about to get on the Zoom with Dane. We are going to go through all of his vocals. He sent me a Logic session with all of the vocals. Knowing us, we will probably do some more background vocals, but today's Thursday. We're going to revisit on Monday on our next Zoom. So that's our plan. That's the next course of action.
We really worked out a lot of the production and everything. I didn't really think we were going to be doing too much today. We were really going through the vocals, adding some little effects and reverb. Then I also was just like saying, can we add a little bit more to the second verse, which turned into adding things throughout the song, which just worked out so well. Alyssa was just like working their magic. We were adding a bunch of arcade sounds that just really brought everything together. Like, it really sounds so good. It almost feels like it's a different song now, a little bit. Like, it just elevated it.
With all of that locked in, it was time for Dane to go record his lead vocals.
Sip my sparkling tea.
Recording my lead vocals in a closet. I thought I should try this out for this song, which I never done before. I don't know why, because I feel like it sounds so much better. And since I can't be in Alyssa's studio, this is a good option.
We always comp the vocals together, that way Dane can help me pick the takes he really loves, and then I go tune them and time align them. And with the lead vocal done and perfect, that just left us with having to finalize the mix.
Hello. So Alyssa just sent me the mix and I am about to listen to it. And I also want to say this is purely authentic. I literally am drinking something fizzly right now and I wish I could have opened it on camera for you. So we can also pretend if Alyssa wants to add a little effect. Okay, it doesn't matter because I already started drinking it. We're gonna do a little car test. Hopefully it sounds good on the camera. And I'm excited to listen with you. Right, here we go. Volume up.
I just wanna sip my sparkling tea.
I also love this part here. I also love this little end part because it kind of feels like what's coming next. If you heard at the beginning too, we added these nice fizzles. I love it. I am so excited to put this out. I'm so excited to see our whole video because we've been working on this for a few months now. I can't wait for you to see the cover art too. And I'm really excited.
Pink Pony Club, I'm gonna keep.
I always hand off mastering. I think it's really important to get a mastering engineer who that's their focus. They rock at it. I don't have to worry about it. It will sound so much better if I don't do it. So here's Will.
I'm sure you've heard the song by now, or at least parts of it. I hope you like what you hear. The mastering work was actually pretty darn simple for this one. I got a note from Alyssa at the beginning. I've struggled a lot with the vocals on this. If you could get them meshing better, that would be amazing. So, take that into consideration. The analog chain is the one that won in this case. We're taking out some lows with the back EQ. We've got a little bit of optical compression with Manly Slam, and just an overall high and mid-range push with the EAR after the slam. Really, this chain is just about pushing the energy out of the low end into the mids and into the highs, locking it in with a little bit of compression. And yeah, top it, tail it, make sure it starts and stops clean, nice fade out, nice fade in.
I hope you enjoyed watching the process of us work on a song together. If you want to make a song without seeing me in real life, let me know. Let me know.